Hello, Leo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. If Leo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Leo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. 5 of Swords. You're somebody with tremendous confidence. And I know everybody says that about Leo, right? That you have a lot of pride, you have a lot of confidence. You don't like anyone really to see you struggle or suffer or not have the right answers, you know. But sometimes, like all of us, you know, you're human, and I think, and you have doubts. Sometimes the confidence isn't always there. Right? And we try to put on the brave face. We try to move forward. We try to stand up tall and be strong and say, I got this, you know. Sometimes we're not so sure, though, you know. Sometimes we need to ask for help. Sometimes we need a little bit of good luck. You know, we need a little bit of blessing from the universe to keep going. So I feel like right now you're trying to find clarity. We're trying to find not even clarity, really. It's just kind of like with the 5, we're looking for the 4, right? We're just trying to find a little bit of calm right now in the storm. Just want a little sign that says everything's going to be okay. I want just a little bit of maybe help from the universe, help from others, friends, family, so that this 5, this mental stress, this worry, can just, for now at least, become a 4 and rest. You know, maybe we're looking for a little bit of mental reprieve here. We're going to put this card into some context, though. Okay, I don't mind the 5 of Swords. I like it, actually. Every card has light and shadow. The shadow of this card, of course, is we're doubt, we're worried, we've already sort of resigned ourselves to losing the battle. We've already accepted defeat, but we haven't even really started yet, you know. But the light of this card shows that we are willing to push through that doubt. It shows at least that we're trying to figure it out, that we're thinking, we're communicating. Now maybe we're arguing more than you know, quietly talking, but at least we're having a discussion. At least we're talking with ourselves or with other people. You know, so at least this card is showing that communication is happening. We just might need to sort of turn it around a little bit. You know, I like to turn cards upside down. We like to put spirit back on top. See, that uppermost point of this pentagram is going up, right? It's the crown. It's us sort of letting spirit take the wheel, right? Wheel of Fortune, I would say. So let's see. Let's put some cards around this. We'll leave it the way it was and see if we can, by the end of the reading, if we can turn this back right side up, okay? Well, it's not the Wheel of Fortune, but it is the 2 of Cups. It is love. We've got the Builder, the Prince of Pentacles, the Magician, Mercury energy, the 10 of Pentacles, wealth. We've got a Princess of Swords, which is sort of learning, trying new things, communicating in a different way, being open to new information is what it is. The 7 of Wands, yeah, valor. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, prudence. Well, I got an 8 of Swords, you know, a little bit of interference. But then there's our 4. We've got the 4 of Cups, which is luxury, right? Which is really, it's a big improvement from here, right? So it's not just that we're taking the rest, but we're enjoying our time off. We're enjoying our rest, okay? I think that the 10 of Pentacles, because this is the topmost card, that this wealth is going to be like a shadow, like a very, very bright shadow, a ray, really a ray of sunshine that's coming down on the whole reading. It kind of is going to summarize this reading in a nutshell, which I think really is about your success, and your wealth. I feel like this is a lot of income coming in. And of course, when we have the magician energy, I can't help think that you are, that you're doing something that is sort of performative. Even with the magician card, I always see you as a performer, as someone on a stage, as someone who's in the limelight. You know, maybe you got a fancy jacket on while you work. It feels like it's really a production. You know, and I like that energy, obviously. So I think that, you know, maybe is a key component to some of this wealth that's coming in for you. And of course, with the Eight of Pentacles in the environment, it's a very good sign. Let's select the mystery card, though. This is the confirmation card, the bonus card. It's a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with our tiny horse, Mr. Ed, right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Okay? If you have a prediction for that card, put it in the comments down below. Let's do it together as an interactive group exercise of intuition. Now, what I notice here, which is interesting, is that the Magician is in fact the only major arcana energy that we have. So this is the spiritual task for you this time, okay? This is all about your interface. This is all about your adaptation. It's all about the performance. It's all about the transactions and the interactions. It's all about you being a pure conduit for the spiritual energy. And if you think of like, you think of an actor, like this is starting to really, it's like a movie now. You think of an actor, magician card, maybe a method actor, right? Where they sort of channel the energy of the character that they're in, right? And they're trying to just be a pure transmitter of that character's essence, that spirit, right? And to me, it's a good analogy for the magician card, because the magician, it's almost that we're trying to be this pure conduit for the spiritual essence, okay? And so we are, we're trying not to really interfere with the process. And so if you think of the actor again, they don't really want any of their own personal energy, their own personal reality or personality to in any way impede the channeling of that character's essence or spirit. They want to just become that, right? And it's just a flow. And I think that really is the best kind of actor. We think of all of these, you know, very famous, very recognizable actors, right? And, you know, any movie that they're in, you'll say, oh, I know them, you know. But the best ones are those, like Tom Hardy, for one, is someone, I never liked Tom Hardy, but God, I like him. I like him now, seeing him in so many different things. He's amazing. I don't know if he's a Leo or not. I suspect maybe. But he, and a lot of these very great actors can channel the essence of the character that you don't even recognize it's the person. Now, he's put some makeup on, stuff like that, different clothes, but that's all part of the deal. It's all part of the magician, right? Putting on different clothes, wearing a different face, you know, being a different personality, channeling the essence. And yeah, maybe you gotta be the method actor. You gotta eat, sleep, and think and walk around and do everything, tie your shoes the way that character would. So I like this magician in that it is a pure transmitter of that spiritual essence. And so there's nothing that's impeding the flow of that spiritual light. So I think this is really about you sort of letting your essence out, channeling your own spirit, right? And not letting the human heart or mind, which we sort of are running into here with the mind, right? Not letting our own personal mind interfere with the flow of creation from spiritual divine energy, channeling through the magician, reaching the level of the Ten of Pentacles, earth, wealth, richness of life, full manifestation, right? I think this is going to be a very successful week for you. I think the next few days you're going to see a lot of harmony and resonance entering your life. And I think this is some income. Now, I don't know if it's unexpected or if you're expecting it, but I feel like this is coming. I feel like you're about to be pretty wealthy, okay? Now, what is your idea of wealth? That's what we need to sort of look at as well, okay? So we have our one major arcana card, and that's it right now, is your work to try to channel the essence of yourself, the spirit of yourself and of what you're doing here, and not hold anything back. It's kind of like someone who is, you're up on stage and you've got to just be that person. You've got to be yourself and not have these worries and these thoughts and these feelings that are going to interrupt the flow of your performance, you know, and the way that stage fright might do it, or, you know, some of these little things. And you probably see me do it here on this channel very often. Now I'm just in this room by myself. It's just me and you here. But sometimes a little bit of my, you know, Paul, my private Paul thought or feeling will show up, and you might see me sort of kind of, I don't know if it's like I'm getting out of character or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm kind of breaking character for a moment. I'm getting out of the flow. And you might see it as me sort of hesitating or going quiet for a minute. And that's when my human personality sort of kicks in. And it's the same way when you're trying to play an instrument, guitar, drums or something, or singing. And you got to let it flow. And as soon as we interrupt that flow with a doubt, a worry, a thought, or whatever, you know, that's when it's noticeable. That's when we'll we'll sing off key, or we'll miss a note, or we'll hit the wrong string on the guitar or something like that, you know. Anyway, we have fire. We have water and water, which I like the water. The air, and air need to be dealt with so we can get the earth, and earth. Okay? Air to earth. If we think it, we can have it, right? And I think that's why we have 3 and 3, right? Let me just count this right. So the water, we got the water's fine. We have earth, and earth sort of interrupted by air, and air. So this is telling me that whatever you're thinking is going to be your reality. And that, again, magician, right? Magician is all about the mind, Mercury, right? The nervous system and the way that our will or our thoughts are transmitted to the physical world via the nervous system, let's say, if you want to get physiological about it. But really, in essence, is what you think about is what you will have, is what will manifest. The thought, the word, becomes the deed, becomes the physical reality. Okay, so we got to work on the thoughts here. And with the 5 of Swords, it does seem that there's a little bit of doubt, maybe confusion, maybe some pessimism, maybe there's some, just some second guessing ourselves, right? But the 2 of Cups is coming your way. And this is, I think, an encounter with a particular person, one person, that maybe in a romantic way, maybe a platonic way, it could be a friend, a family member, it could be a coworker, it could be somebody you know or don't know. But through an interaction with them, I think they're going to give you the love and the support that you need. It's almost the encouragement. Sometimes we do need someone that just like give us a hug or hold our hand for a minute or just say, hey, you got this, you know, and sort of push you out on stage. But I feel like this is you having that person in your life. I think there are many people in your life that love you very, very much. This is one particular person, I think, that is really there by your side. Okay, that is, it could be a pet, I guess, it could be a dog or a cat. It could be a horse. But I feel like this is someone very close to you. It could be a spouse, it could be a romantic partner, it could be a friend or a family member. It could be even that you're sort of your best friend at work, you know, that sort of thing. But I feel like they are really there to support you in a very positive way. This is somebody in your life that really wants the best for you, has your best interest at heart. And I feel like they're sort of, they're the support that you really need right now. So it almost feels like a teamwork kind of thing. But it might just be that they're there for, you know, what's called moral support. Yeah. Which I think is going to help you stabilize this 5 of Swords. And we're going to get back to the building. We're going to get back to sort of, we're going to take these 2 cards, the Princess of Swords and the Prince of Pentacles, because I feel like with these two that there is a way out of this confusion, this whirlwind, this swirling of forces. There is a way out of this. The answer to your questions, the solution to the problem is there. And the Princess of Swords is going to see it now. Now that we're taking this little mind break, this little psycho holiday, and we're just calming ourselves down. We're accepting the love and support from the people around us, and that is actually bringing in the realization of what the answer is. This is giving you that new piece of information. This is a card of learning. This is a card of figuring out a new way to say something, figuring out kind of the a positive way forward mentally. Right? Usually this card's about we're going back to school, right? We're becoming a student again. We're learning new things. We're learning a new solution to, let's say, an old problem. Okay? That's going to put us back on the track of building. And what you're building, of course, is your very best life, the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel that there is the problem and solution sort of thing going on here. And I feel like the support from the people around you, a particular person, is very important right now. It feels like it's sort of like the right teammate, making all the difference. Taking maybe a little, even, with the Two of Cups, taking a little break from the problem. Go out and take a walk. Go out and spend time with your loved ones, right? And then suddenly you have this aha moment, okay? Could be that simple. What are you building but your very best life? This is the Prince of Pentacles. This is someone who shows up every day. This is someone that doesn't have the self-consciousness, because it's just, this is the builder. This is the one that shows up every day and nails the wood together. Okay? It's not the one that has the ideas. It's not the one that has to worry about there being a problem. It just says, hey, I'm doing what I'm told, and I'm not going to worry about anything else. This is one, they're not paid enough to worry, right? It's beyond the scope of their employment. It's not in their job description to worry about the why or the what next. This is just the person that you hire to build the thing, right? And they don't care what it's for or why it looks the way it does. If there's a major problem, maybe they'll tell you. But otherwise, it's outside the scope of their job description to figure out what it's for or why it's there. They're not worried about that. And this is underneath the surface, because I feel like this is the way we would love to go through life. It's just Spirit tells us what to do, and then we just do it, and we're just doing our work every day. We're showing up, we're doing it. We're not stressed about it. My mind could be anywhere else. My mind is in the realm of bliss and love, and just perfect sort of tranquility. Because I trust so fully in the architect that I can just be the builder. I would love that. I think we would all love that, right? Where our spirit, our soul, God, goddess, deity, whatever, the architect gives us the plans and we just do it. And we're not worried about things go wrong, there's issues with permits and the money, and not our problem. I'm just going to keep doing what Spirit has told me to do. And it's sort of an autopilot, in a way. It's kind of like you say, well, all right, body, mind, drive me home from work today. And then our body gets in the car and we just sort of switch on the autopilot and we drive ourselves home. I guess now maybe that's kind of literal with all the self-driving cars and things, but I feel like I'm living in the future sometimes. We still have to pay attention, of course, because all these systems are integrated within us. And this, I think, is that part of you that would like to just not have a care in the world about the why or the how or the what for or what's going to be next, and just do the work, It's kind of like that movie Office Space. You remember that movie? Where at the end, the guy's he's just working outside, he's working construction, he's got the jackhammer going, and he's just like, not a care in the world. I mean, this really does feel like, this feels like Office Space to me. And And this is, of course, the end of the movie where he's just doing the jackhammer in the construction zone and just is watching the birds go by, and he just doesn't care. Just blissed out, because he doesn't know what he's building. He doesn't know why. He doesn't care. It's not his job to try to figure out the plans and worry about everything else. No, it's just his job to dig that hole. Okay. Fine with me. I get to work outside, be in nature. That's the builder energy. Okay. And I think it's underneath the surface here because this is something that I think you would very much like to do, to just be that sort of person. But you've got, of course, this Five of Swords right front and center, which is like, I'm worried about all the other things too. The Magician, of course, in the background is you receiving the spiritual light. This is you receiving the plans from the architect, right? This is it's Mercury, Hermes. It's the messenger of the gods, right? So this is the reception of that spiritual light. And then if we are a perfect transmitter, a perfect conductor of that spiritual light and electricity, this is going to manifest on Earth with no effort, no friction, no problems, smooth, clear channel, because we are almost like an empty vessel. We are a hollow tube, a magical wand, right? That can manifest this just like that. No issues at all, right? Well, we're human, So we have this heart and mind that sometimes clog up the tubes of the Magician card. And that's what we have to work on now. And the mental, emotional stuff is what prevents us from just being totally blissed out. See, we receive the plans from the architect, and then the builder just builds that 10 of Pentacles. Best life is here, and it's all gravy, baby. I feel like your heart is full. I feel like your heart is well taken care of. Your heart, let's say, is in the right place. Your heart does not doubt. Your heart is in love with this, right? Whatever this work is that you're doing. You have definite goals, is what I'm saying, right? And you have a lot of love around you. So the emotional stuff's not the issue, right? We got that. The issue is the mental stuff. The changing of plans, the figuring out, is it the red wire, the blue wire? What do I do? Left or right? What am I supposed to do? And then we start thinking, why am I doing this? Am I doing the wrong thing? Should I be working somewhere else? Should I be doing something else? Am I with the right person, the wrong person? The heart, I think, is trying to tell you that you're doing things the right way. This is right for you. This is love. This is where you're supposed to be. But the mind is like, I need some sort of I need some data. Right? I need some clarity. The 10 of Pentacles at the top, again, it's sort of the ray of sunshine over this whole thing. And that is the goal itself. I think you have these long-term plans. I think that this is your prosperity, your profit, and your wealth. Okay? What does wealth mean to you? Is it just money? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's the love. Maybe it's the intimacy and the joy. Maybe it's the luxury that wealth can bring you, right? That money, finances, can bring you a certain kind of luxury in life. Maybe it is more of a tranquility. Maybe wealth to you is being able to slow down with this 8 of Pentacles, being able to slow down and smell the flowers and smell the coffee and relax, and have a good time and focus on slow and steady growth of all areas of your life. This is not just finances. This is the richness of life. This is the flavor of life. Okay? And money is one part of this. It's a means to an end. And it could be an end in itself if we think about generational wealth or a legacy or setting something up for your kids or grandkids, having something to pass on to them, whether it's property or liquid cash. But this is a lot of other things too. Okay, this is having a spiritual life. This is having a romantic life, having friendships, having a purpose, having a sense of charity, being of service to others, This is a lot of things. This is having intellectual stimulation. This is having, a curiosity. This is having freedom to move around in your life. There's a lot of different things anyway. So it's the picture of your best life. It is the ideal that we are trying, it's the world that we're trying to manifest. Okay? And that's what the magician is trying to do, is manifest this. But I think that it's sort of running into some air problems, right? Because again, what you think is what you will get. If you think it, it will become reality. The law of manifestation, the power of attraction, all that stuff, the magnetism. That what you concentrate your thought on is what will come to you. It's like your mind, even in a subconscious way, is calling something's name. And the more you invoke it, the more likely it's going to hear you and it's going to come your way. So with the Princess of Swords, it's saying we better be very careful how we're thinking, what we're thinking about, and let's think a different way. Let's turn this frown upside down. Let's turn this card right side up, right? Let's put Spirit back on top. Let's let Spirit take the wheel. Let's let love take the wheel. Start thinking positive thoughts. Attract those positive things to you, right? And we have to be aware. This is sometimes a card of defensiveness, but I like to think of it as vigilance, that we're watching our own thoughts. And that's what you've got to do right now. You've got to watch your thoughts, and when you see them sort of calling the name of all the negative stuff, start invoking the positive stuff. You know, instead of the negative internal monologue, just do positive affirmations. Let's do one right now. Let's do a positive affirmation right now. We're going to use the language of flowers. Start attracting all of this wealth to you on all the different manifestations of it. Everything that is included in this card. And when usually when we get the 10 of Pentacles, I always say, draw a picture of your best life. Get out a sheet of paper, get out a pencil, draw a picture of your best life. What is it? What are you drawing? My wife, she does tea leaf readings over at Ula Tea Leaf Readings. Marvelous work she does there on her channel. But she found some channels on YouTube that are actually listening to my readings and drawing pictures of my face, and hers too. I love that. I want to encourage that. If you're drawing pictures of me, like, just have at it, right? If you're drawing pictures of your best life, tag me. Tag the channel, Dove and Serpent Tarot, so I can see it. Otherwise, I don't know that it's there. I'm not out here searching for those things, but if you're doing it, I want to see it. I think it would be really fun. Anyway, affirmation card, we have the Calla Lily. Rejuvenation, reawaken, and then stand stronger. So rejuvenation, I think, is what we need right now. Taking a little holiday from the worries, letting Spirit take the wheel, just going in that blissed out sort of just that office space ending. A little bit of luxury here to rejuvenate, and we'll reawaken and we'll stand stronger. Okay, and that's going to take us over to the path of the serpent. As we talk about these cards, I would also like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free, and it supports the channel, and I really do appreciate that. All right. So this is you standing stronger. This is you with a renewed sense of, I don't care how big this Goliath is, I'm going to defeat it. I'm going to do it. Right? There is nothing that can stop me. It's that sort of confidence. This is valor. This is saying even when the odds are against you, you're rushing into battle. This is, you would fight till the end for this thing, because that's how much it means to you. And, I mean, it's your life, right? I don't think this is anything very specific either. When we talk about the 10 of Pentacles, this is a lot of details, but it's a lot of different areas of your life. Okay? It's your physical location, it's your spiritual life, it's your love life, it's your friends, it's your charity, it's your intellectual life, it's your, it's your creative projects. It's all of these things are the best life. And this is the idea, this is the will to manifest that best life. This is the will to live. Against all odds, we're fighting, we're overcoming. Just the fact that we're here talking, right, is us overcoming the force of gravity that's trying to squish us down into a little puddle. Yeah. So every moment that we are conscious is a triumph over all of those forces in the universe that conspire to, cease that consciousness in this manifestation, in this configuration. And so, in your specific way, this is you sort of getting that that moment of support, moral support, of love and affection, that big hug. The Two of Cups, Four of Cups, right? The rejuvenation. And then waking up from that, or emerging from that, or backing away from that hug, and then having that renewed sense of vigor and that renewed sense of fight. The fight is returning here, and I think that this is going to be just a wonderful time in your life. I think that a large income is happening. I think maybe this is even an unexpected income coming your way. The Eight of Pentacles in the environment is a reminder to slow down sometimes and to appreciate what you have. But also, when this income does begin, when this starts really happening and things start really snowballing and taking off for you, stay humble, stay frugal. You're going to continue clipping coupons. You're not going to live beyond your means. In fact, you're going to live way under your means. Okay? You don't have to spend all your money now. Save most of it. Because over time, what you want, your picture of your best life, is going to change. We have this picture of our best life now. And when we get all this money, you're going to just sort of buy all this stuff now, right? Wait. That's what this card is saying. Wait. Be patient. Because you'll see that the picture of your best life is going to change over time. And you want to make sure that you are living below your means, so that when you sort of realize what else you want in life, when your picture, maybe this is a picture that's going to expand. See, it's 10 pentacles, yes, but we could easily add a 0 onto that. And then another 0, 0, 0, 0, right? It's the scientific notation, right? It's wealth, times 10 to the nth power. So we can add as many zeros as we want. And it's a 10 because, of course, they're not going to make 100 tarot cards, 200 tarot cards in a pack, be expensive. But this is sort of the unlimited growth, the unlimited wealth, right? The picture of your best life. I used to say, sometimes we're going to erase it and we're going to change a few things. We're going to edit that picture. That's why I say do it in pencil. But I think also we're going to expand on it. You might have to get some more sheets of paper and tape them together. Okay, so just stay frugal for now, okay? Biggest obstacle to your peace, to your luxury, to your relaxation is going to be the mental energy. The Eight of Swords is interference. It's kind of the mind is preventing you from relaxing. If this, this love energy is here, this luxury energy is over here, and it's really a time for you to rejuvenate and relax. You have to learn how to relax. That's a big time problem for you, I think, is sort of turning off the mental energy and turning off this swirl, because we're not making any progress here. We just keep thinking about the same things over and over and over and over again. So this swirl of thoughts, this cycle, we're running in a circle here. It's a loop that we're on, right? It's a figure 8. It's just looping back in on itself. We're not making any progress. In fact, we're preventing ourselves from just sort of relaxing. Yeah. So the Two of Cups here may even be sort of an invitation to go do something enjoyable, relaxing. It may literally be a spa day. It could be a friend or a family member inviting you somewhere, wanting to take you out. This is, in some way, spending time with a loved one. And you're not going to really benefit from this if we're stuck in the Eight of Swords. Okay, we got that Two of Cups. We want the Four of Cups because we want this to double. We want this to be actually something solid in the material world, where we are relaxing, rejuvenating, resting, recuperating. We're having a good time. That we're able to relax because we've shut it off for now. We've turned off the worries. We've let Spirit take the wheel, and we're just taking a little nap in the back seat. Yeah. We have to be able to do this, otherwise this time spent with your loved one is not going to mean anything, because we're not actually there. We're stuck in our heads swirling around. Yeah. Let's take a look at the mystery card. I want it to be another magician, honestly, but I think some earth energy, maybe an empress, maybe another 10 of Pentacles, maybe some more water energy we need. Or maybe some very balanced air energy. Maybe we need the solution there to the air. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. It's a 9 of Swords. Okay, good. Well, at least you're sort of getting to the end of that cycle. See, we have the 5, and then we had the 8, but then we're waking up. And every card has light and shadow. To me, the 9 of Swords is very often the wake-up call. You know, this is sort of like you're in a hotel, and then the phone rings, and it's the front desk saying, here's your 5 a.m. wake-up call. You're like, you know. This is kind of what that is. This is, you know, sometimes the despair. You know, and sometimes this is just a surrendering to the way things are. And in a way, that's a release, you know, because the 8 of Swords is us still fighting and swirling around, and we're over-analyzing something just again and again and again and again, going around and around and around and around. This is kind of just you put your head in your hands and you just say, I quit, I give up, trying to figure this out. And this is just kind of like you're doing all this math homework, and you've been at it for hours, and you just can't figure the damn thing out. So you just throw your stuff down. You throw your calculator on the table. You throw your paper down. You snap your pencil and you say, I'm done. I'm going to go and take a hot bath. I'm going to go and fix something healthy to eat. I'm going to go hang out with my cat. I'm going to go ride my horse, whatever it is. You know? And then when we come back to it, it's easy now. Like, we just get so wrapped up in the complexity of something that we can't see the simplicity of it, you know. So I think that this is actually a very good confirmation card, because this is us sort of just being done, I think, with all of that worry. Okay. I think that you have been losing sleep over it, and maybe this two of Cups is you in your bed. Maybe that 4 of Cups is a good night's sleep. I think you've been losing sleep over this thing, but just trust. Just let it go for now. The problem will still be there, and the solution, I think, will be even more clear to you after a little bit of a break. You know, but that unexpected income is coming in. This 10 of Pentacles is looming large in your life right now, and it's going to happen. It's going to definitely happen, but we've got to change our thinking to change our reality. Okay? Perfect. We're going to do an extended reading as well if you want to stick around. There's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Leo, Tuesdays and Saturdays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.